Try and pull you out of the immediacy of that experience so that you get some distance and gain control over that thought pattern. Hey everybody, my name is Jesse. Thanks very much for joining me again. Today I wanted to talk about another great book that I've been reading. I read a lot of books. The one that I've been reading lately is called Chatter by Ethan Kross. He talks a lot about the voice in our head and how to control it. And if you are having trouble turning your life around, there's a good chance that you are struggling with some of the negative thought patterns that he discusses in the book. He recommends a number of techniques to try and get those under control. So I highly recommend this book to anyone who is struggling to turn their life around, or anyone who struggles with perseveration, rumination, catastrophic thinking, projection, any kind of negative thoughts. Kross actually describes how the power of belief works. He uses the example of the placebo, and I hope that you will remember the placebo effect and the power of belief. Believing that change is possible makes change possible. A couple of other important points that Kross discusses in the book Chatter. We all, as human beings, when we experience these negative emotions, we tend to voice them. However, voicing our negative feelings and emotions tends to wear out the people around us. There's a limit to how much of that they're willing to tolerate. When we're in a negative headspace, we're not aware of that limit. We tend to exceed that limit, and the people around us, and sometimes they respond by bullying us, harassing us, telling us horrible things about ourselves, tearing us down, and it really makes it worse. And so we get caught in a downward spiral. I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I feel like I've experienced it several times in my life. So it is worth remembering as we try and turn around these patterns that we've been experiencing for many years. When you have a negative thought spiral, try not to overwhelm the people around you with these negative thoughts that you're experiencing in your head. Even if they're good friends, it is possible to push your friends, your loved ones away with an excessive venting of frustration. So we have to try and remember this. Respect other people's headspace, because our negative thoughts can affect other people's thoughts. In the context of social media, if you find that someone's thoughts are too negative for you and they're not actually replying to your post, they're just posting their negative thoughts to their own feed, just mute them. Don't harass them. Leave them alone. Don't make it worse, okay? Please. Final point I wanted to make about Kross's book. He says there are a number of techniques that we can engage in to try and gain control over our own thought patterns. He talks specifically about distancing ourselves from our thoughts. Try to regard ourselves from the perspective of a third party. For example, when I was quite young, I remember narrating my experiences as if I were a character in a book. And this may be why I became a writer. Because from an early age, I was narrating my own daily experiences, very mundane things. If you are caught in a downward spiral of negative thoughts, try imagining the narrator describing what's going on in your life right now to try and pull you out of the immediacy of that experience so that you get some distance and try and gain control over that thought pattern. If you've ever experienced the negative effects of mental chatter, I do recommend checking out Chatter by Ethan Kross. It's subtitled The Voice in Our Head, Why It Matters, and How to Harness It. I hope that's helpful to you. Hope you have a great day. Don't forget to mash that subscribe button, and I will be talking to you soon. Thanks a lot.